what I'm working on next, two things. The first book comes out in November 2015. It's my second picture book. It's called Mango, Abuela, and Me, and it's illustrated by Angela Dominguez, who was a Pura Belpré honor winner this year. So that's especially nice. It's about a little girl who does not speak Spanish, and a grandmother who doesn't speak English, and a parrot that they buy to help them communicate. That's the story that the child will read. But the story that I've layered in for the adults is this. The grandmothers come to live with the family because there's been a loss. The grandfather is no longer living. And so it's a story about an extended family, how we make room for that. And it's also a story about how it is that the challenges of connecting when our languages start to be diversify, when the children don't speak Spanish, when the parents don't speak English, and how difficult that is, and how important it is to bridge that. The other project I'm working on is a novel, and that will come out in spring 2016. It's called Burn, Baby Burn. Right now it's called that. That can change, but for now that's the title. And it's also set in Queens, New York, but it's a historical fiction. So it's set in 1977. And that was a very difficult year in New York City. There was a mass murderer. He was named Son of Sam, and he was murdering young girls at the time. But also what was going on is that the city was nearly bankrupt, and there was a lot of crime. And then that summer, in the middle of the worst heat wave ever, there was a blackout, and the entire city was black. 1,000 fires were set in that time. And so what I'm writing about in that novel is mental illness in a family, secrets in a family, and I set it against the backdrop of mental illness terrorizing a city, and just the heat of the time and the scariness of the time. But again, it's about how a young woman confronts secrets in her family and what she decides to do about them.